Good morning. December the 6th, 2020. Ashley here. The sword dangles over you. Don't behave as if you are destined to live forever. What's fated hangs over you as long as you live, and while you can, become good now. Marcus Aurelius. From his Meditations 4.17. So, I'll give you a few seconds. What does that mean to you? That quote. And most of us do try and pretend and try and ignore the fact that we'll die someday. And even though deep inside, well, we know it's not true, it's fact. You will die at some point. How long? Well, fate will decide that. And fate will hang over you all your life. Are you aware of fate? Or do you believe you control how long you will live? Do you believe you will live forever? Do you believe that all the feelings you've got now will last forever? You might be feeling comfortable now. You might have everything you think you need, or you might be in a place where you feel everything's going wrong. Do you feel like these feelings will last forever? I think most of us do feel like that when we're in that situation, and ignorance of the fact that feelings change, are constantly changing, and energy is changing all the time. Ryan used the example of, have you heard of the sword of Damocles? Where the story of where a courtier swapped places with a king. Well, the king let in a courtier swap places with him to see, so the courtier could see that having all the fortune around you and all the the reputation, the fortune, it might look like that position's invincible from the outside, but once you're in that situation, you will see that it's not all what you think. And in this example, the king allowed the courtier to sit on his throne under one condition, that he would hang a sword over the courtier by a hair over the throne, to illustrate the potential anxiety of assassination when you have such a high position that we are ignorant to. And the courtier soon, once his sword was hanging over his throne, the courtier soon requested to come off his throne. So that's just an illustration of fame, fortune, reputation is not all it's cracked up to be. The media can perceive it, that you will be invincible with such amount of money and reputation and credibility, achievements. But it's temporary, and from my experience, I was in a job, working abroad, 2016, 2018, I was in Italy one day and I thought I was invincible. I thought, this feeling I've got, it's going to last forever. No one can touch me. And then one day later, management came in, told me to go home. And it was very upsetting. But that gave me an understanding that even though you may feel things last forever, it never does. You're always at the mercy of fate. It will give you good fortune and bad fortune. But it's our job just to, as the author says, do good things now. As Marcus says, do good things now. And fate will hang over you. So you've got two options with this sword hanging over you. You can either be worried, be anxious, be distressed that this sword is hanging over you, and freeze. That's what we call it, freeze. Or you can make the best of your time now and be a good person. That's my thoughts of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.